We're going to run through 404. So this is our AWS, and it shows that the web server is deployed to the internet, and we changed our domain name over here to make provohealthy.is404.net, so it does have a custom DNS pointing to that site, and it does use HTTPS as it is secure right here, but it is deployed correctly, and it's through AWS and Elastic Beanstalk. So that is that. Then with 402, here is our unnormalized data. And then we have our first normal form. We just kind of cleaned up some social media platforms and organization affiliation. We chose our primary keys up here. And then we chose our dependencies, which we have partial dependencies, quite a few of them, and then our transitive dependencies. And then we go to our second normal form, and these are the tables that we decided to make. Just user information and then response information and social media information. Just so that nothing was, from the first normal form, nothing was repeated or any anomalies. And then here we have our final third normal form, which just adds the location info, social media platform info, and organization affiliation info. And at the very end, we added some IDs just to make sure that everything was unique with all of our tables. And so our data is in the third normal form. And with our ERD, we have it right here. This just shows the cardinality that we have. We have our many-to-many, but we have a linking table right here. So it shows our cardinality and optionality for all of our tables. And then we also have our authentication table up here in the top left-hand corner. And then if we go to our database, so this, we can show this in a second, but this does read info from the database, or our application does. This is just an example. We went through and put in some test admin, and that's just an example of one of the tables where it is updating live or with refreshes. So we can come back and show that after we go into the website and show what we can do with that. So now we'll go to our website, and this is our landing page, and there's navigation to the login page and the dashboard page, and then there's also navigation through like the bottom part of the login page. So then for our login page, the landing page, we have our employee sign up and our login sign up, and if you have the access key of employee, you can sign in, but let's just go ahead and sign in as admin. And we're in, and this, let's see here, you can only get into here if you have the right key. So let me just try to say like hello world 125@aou.edu 3, and then say I type in something completely random like elephant. That's not gonna like that. So we have here the ability to only log in if we make it employee. And so if we sign in, employee works. So I'm just gonna go back in, or as, what was it? Hello world. Yes, so now that takes me in, and we can go down here and see that now there's hello world. And if we go back to PG admin and we go ahead and refresh this, might take a second. Then we have hello world here. So that shows how it updates live. We decided up here to not do a drop-down list and to do a search bar instead, because we thought that might be too overwhelming for the user to have lots and lots of options for user IDs to pick from. So say like, let's just choose 435. So you can still like find a single row, but the search bar just makes it a little bit easier, we felt, and something that we would want to use more for better user experience. But overall, yeah, you can't access this unless you have the employee code, or if you're admin, and nobody else can. But if we go to the dashboard, I think this is also part of it. The dashboard also shows all this information too. So now the Python this is our Python file. It was explored. We really used a lot of we looked at the p-values and the r-squareds to make sure that things were actually statistically significant or correlated. We know that we can't do causation, but we did find some like really interesting things from the r-squared that helped us to decide which ones had the most correlation between average social media time and varying other things like depression and all the data that we were given. So that was really helpful, just to see that there was really a negative correlation for the most part, but very strong. And our slide deck, we have lots of charts, but we have 3 meaningful charts. Here's one, and then I guess we have a few. This talks about social media, or emotional burden and hours on social media. And then this one talks about depression and what kind of occupation they have. And this is restlessness and how much time, platform and time, and age and time on social media. So we have kind of a beginning and a middle and an end. We end with our suggestions, but we just go through and talk about our main points, and then we get into the data and we explain it. We're going to go to our website too during the middle of this too, during our presentation. And I guess we can go to our dashboard. So let's go ahead and quickly fill out a survey to show you that it connects to the dashboard. So if we go to take the survey, let's just fill in one. The default is Provo. And we'll click those, and then we will submit the survey. Okay, so this is a cute little page. Tells you to submit the survey. Then it takes you back to the home page. But if we go here, let's go change this back to all. 493. So right now we have 493. It might have already refreshed, but I don't think it did. So if we refresh here, we can see here that Tableau is connected to our Postgres database, which is the EBDB, which I can show you again. Up here is this. So we go back to Tableau. It's refreshing everything. So then when we go back here to our dashboard, that is also on our website because we are doing the manual refresh. Because we just submitted something on the survey, it pops up now, and now it's 494 responses. So we also want to point out that the city, you can do Plainsville and Provo at the same time, or neither. It's a multiple choose all, and you can also change your filters based off of what you want to see. And the numbers get saved through a manual refresh. So I think that is everything.